Hello, Mandeep.
Hello.
Okay, so you booked your driving test.
Yeah.
After a few days, I'm gonna tell you some tips.
Yeah.
Okay, so in the practical driving test, your time will be for like in between 38 to 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, examiner will come out and go on time. So he will see you. He will ask you to check your driving license. You need to show them your driving license and then of the face mask as well. And then after that he will match your photo with the driving license and he will check your face as well, and then ask you to read the number plate, and then he will ask you one tell me question.
Yeah.
So and after that he will introduce himself, like he will tell you what you're gonna do on the driving test. Okay, he will ask you one reverse maneuver from all three maneuvers, three bay parking, parallel park, and park on the right and reverse to car length. He may ask you emergency stop exercise or not. Okay, so during the driving test, when you start the driving test, and then make sure few things. Yeah, driving past tips. Now be remember, I'm gonna tell you. So when you're driving, examiner will ask you a couple of like 4 or 5 times pull up on the left hand side and then move off when you safe, like that. So when you stopping, so you should check center left mirror properly, look the bike on the left hand side properly, and then when you're stopping, do not block someone's driveway, double yellow line, find the safe, convenient and legal place to park on the left side. So when you're moving off, and then make sure you should check finally on the blind spot, start from the safety to danger, left side to right side, so all the way around surrounding your cars, including all mirrors and windows as well. Yeah. So with the right signal when necessary. Okay, so if he asks you turn left and right, he will ask you plenty of time before, so otherwise you need to follow the road straight ahead. Okay, so when road is 30 mile per hour speed, 20 or 40, any kind of, like, you need to look the speed limit of the road and then try to build up the speed if you can. So let's say one example, if 30 mile per hour speed, you're driving 22, 23, 22, 23, but road is clear, no humps, and you can drive up to 30 mile, but you're not making that, building up that speed, so it will be serious fault in the driving test. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, definitely marked on. And so you know very well we are not increasing the speed from the speed limit. Okay, so when you're driving, if you see any parked vehicle on the left side of the road, so try check your mirror center and right, and then make sure you should swerve to the right hand side, close to the center line, drive close to the center line. It's easy to make a maneuver rather than you driving close to the curb behind when you see the parked vehicle ahead. So leave the one door with gap properly. Okay, and before changing direction, so make sure check center and right mirror before, if you come back after that, check center and left mirror. Anytime you're changing direction, you should check the sides.
Yeah.
Okay. And okay, so let's say you should change the gear in good time, like if you're driving a diesel car like this car, and so second gear should be around 10 or 12 mile per hour speed, unless uphill. If it's uphill, slightly bit few miles more, like 14, 13 mile per hour speed. Okay, and change the third gear in good time as well, fourth in good time. And you should drive like eco-safe driving, not sharp brake during the driving test. Your gentle and smooth brake will impress the examiner during the driving test. Okay, so and yeah, when you following the navigation on the sat nav, sometimes sat nav will tell you the speed limit on there on the displaying on the sat nav. So you don't have to believe on the sat nav speed limits, you should believe on the signs and road marking. So during the driving test, you should look the road marking and sign. So okay, now when you're approaching any kind of junction, so be remember your MSPSL routine. So let's say you're approaching the roundabout, signboard comes up, by the signboard start reduce your speed, rather no point to cut the rev the gas and gas and gas again if you already in speed. So after checking the start from the mirrors and then start reduce gradually speed on the junctions, not only on roundabout, everywhere. Okay, on every junction accordingly. So not too early, too slow, not too late, too slow. Okay, these kind of things. Yeah, so while you're reversing, before start reversing, you should check all the way around, surrounding 360 degree before start reversing. And while you're reversing, look over the left shoulder through the rear wind screen. Every 2-3 seconds you should glance front on the right as well. Surrounding your car should be observed properly while you're reversing. Mainly you should look over the left shoulder, so you can look like that. You can drive like this. You can use one hand behind the back of the seat, up to you. No
Okay.
problem. So you allow two of the seat well while you're reversing as well. Okay, so these all kind of driving tips. Yeah, thank you.
Okay.